Alien Isolation is my game of the year. Finally, in 2014, we were given a game based on the Alien franchise that takes its cues from the right film, and it only took 35 years. Isolation did what many thought couldn't be done. It took a licensed franchise that everyone had all but given up on after the disastrous release of action-heavy first-person shooter Colonial Marines, and made an original, risky, and above all, terrifying survival horror game, all done by a studio best known for its strategy titles. I think one of the main reasons I personally loved Alien Isolation, however, is just how much attention to detail has clearly gone into creating the world itself. Very few games put this much thought into their art direction. Deus Ex Human Revolution is probably the last game I can remember where I stopped what I was doing to admire a cardboard box. But everything in Isolation has been designed to evoke the same dated, retro-futuristic style present in the original Alien film, with drinking birds, CRT monitors, and chunky interfaces and keyboards lining Sevastopol's muted interiors. And just like the film franchise, the ship's inner workings are designed to perfectly mimic the biology of a xenomorph. Anytime the ship's entrails are exposed, they resemble the cold, black, segmented, and shiny exoskeleton of the titular alien, and every light flicker, every broken steam vent, and exposed power cable just add to the overpowering feeling that you're stuck on board a rapidly dying ship with a vastly superior organism bent on hunting you down. And Isolation doesn't rely on scripted jump scares, because this creature does feel so advanced and intelligent. You can't kill this xenomorph or rely on superior firepower to get you out of trouble. You actually have to outsmart it, and this can take time, a long time, until you think the coast is clear enough to come out from underneath the desk you've been cowering behind. She can appear from anywhere at almost any time, and often the tension can be close to unbearable, making the game genuinely horrible to play sometimes. There are other enemies too, like the cold, rubbery working Joe androids, and the odd band of human survivors who you can, if you're clever enough, provoke and then hide to watch the alien remove them, one by one, from your path. You can never really predict what the outcome of any enemy standoff is going to be, and they're all the more terrifying for it. But in truth, if you're playing the game as it was intended, there's very little combat to Alien Isolation. In fact, apart from one short sequence, you're discouraged to use your guns at every turn. Ripley is, we're told, not a violent person. She'll just defend herself when she needs to. Now, how many AAA game protagonists can we, with confidence, say that about? Protagonists who don't kill first and ask questions later? Isolation makes a bold choice with prioritising stealth over action, especially for a franchise that has so heavily relied on action in the past. And it's for this reason too that it gets my Game of the Year nod. I mean, if only more games took similar chances like this one did. That's not to say Alien Isolation is a perfect game. It's frustratingly unfair at times, and its runtime does threaten to outstay its welcome on more than one occasion. And then there's these hide-and-seek enthusiasts.
Rude. I can't bring the Torrens into that.
But aside from PT, which isn't really a game at all, Alien Isolation is certainly my standout game of the year. It defied all expectations and gave us something truly original in a year dominated by remakes and re-releases. Let's have more like it in 2015.